I recently got a message on my 8-year-old Tesla Model S display that said, my car's obsolete. I'm Dave, welcome to Dave Takes It On. What did it say, and was there anything I could do about it? Well, many of you will know I bought my Model S over 4 years ago. I originally went in, I'd ordered a Model 3, but as this was my first EV, I took some time there to discuss my requirements with one of the agents. Now, I say agents, Tesla don't use salesmen, they don't get commission, nor can you order anything from one. You actually get impartial advice. They're very knowledgeable, and when you're ready, they'll direct you to one of their laptops, and you actually place the order yourself online, and they'll help you if you need it. Anyway, I finally decided to choose a 4-year-old Model S with about 15,000 miles on it, and with it I got a 4-year, 50,000 mile Tesla manufacturer's warranty on the whole car, and got the remainder of the original 8-year unlimited mileage warranty on the battery and drivetrain. Oh, by the way, 4 years later, both warranties have only just run out. The car one ran out just after Christmas, and the battery one just runs out this week. And by the way, I normally do a lot more mileage than that, but I went and bought and collected the car the week before the first of the COVID lockdowns. Couldn't even drive it anywhere, and over the next year, hardly worked. Most places were shut down or panicking or whatever. So that continued well into the second year. So I did very little mileage, but finally when it all cleared, I decided to take partial early retirement. Just went part-time. But lately, of course, with my channel, my mileage is increasing once again. Nowhere near where it was. Anyway, with the car, amongst loads of other things, I found the connectivity package was active, giving me access to things like internet, music, Spotify, satellite views, and loads more. Everything included in the original spec transfers from owner to owner indefinitely. Well, on a recent trip to the Everything Electric exhibition at Herrick, great day by the way, about 70 miles away, where my wife and I met Robert Llewellyn, aka Crichton. We met loads of my viewers. We played a Spotify playlist on the way that includes pub quizzes. Now, we both love crosswords, Sudokus and quizzes. On our regular trips down to South Wales or Cornwall, we listen to loads of pub quizzes. And we've yet to get a perfect score. But on this trip, we kept losing the signal. The screen stated connection error, and the buffering icon kept appearing, sometimes several minutes at a time. And it was really frustrating to hear the question, then have to wait 10 minutes for the answer. Well, I didn't think very much about it, as it hadn't really occurred before, to my knowledge. But then over the next few weeks, it happened bit more often, until one day I spotted a tiny icon stating 3G disconnected, but went away before I could photograph it. Anyway, a few days later it did reappear, and I was able to press the info icon and find out what's going on. Well, the modem fitted to my Model S was installed way back when it was manufactured in 2015. And it's a 2015 car. It was made in California, then shipped over here, and it was registered in 2016. Back then, 3G was common. 4G had only been launched a few years previously. It wasn't widely adopted. My Model S got something called LTE, which is a later entry, which was better and faster than 3G, almost at the time up to 4G, which was, as I said, not really widespread at that time. Oh, LTE has since been upgraded to be actually better than, or at least equal to, 4G now. Well, the message said that various mobile networks were progressively shutting down 3G towers as they were hardly being used anymore, having progressed not only through 4G, but now onto the modern 5G. Looking back, 3G and LTE were last used on an iPhone 5. We're up to iPhone 15 now. Well, it seems throughout the country, these 3G towers are shutting down as they fail, just not being repaired. And at present, there are not that many shut down. Hence why it wasn't a serious, continuous issue to my car. I wasn't aware of this. I previously actually launched a video stating that some EVs, phones, tablets and ICE cars will be affected, but was told they wouldn't shut down until 2030. Well, that never happened. You see, they seem to have taken the position, we will keep them going till 2030, as long as they don't break down before then, or if they do break down, Some of them we're just not going to bother repairing due to lack of demand or an excessive cost for a very short use. Now, a few years ago, before all this, I was offered a main display upgrade. The original one was also based on 3G or LTE technology. Well, quick question, how many of you out there have got a mobile or smartphone older than 2012? Or a smart TV for that, or a laptop or a tablet? In fact, most tech things, we just don't. Anyway, I was offered that I could do the full upgrade, paid for of course, screen, computer, modem, absolutely everything, memory, the whole lot, and it was an amazing £1,400. Now, I say amazing, some of you will be falling about laughing because it sounds a ridiculous sum to pay. But you forget that the latest iPhone 15 Pro costs around £1,500. That's got a tiny, puny 6.1-inch screen. I've got 17-inch. Mine is closer to the 13-inch iPad, which with cellular and Wi-Fi, that's over £1,700. We often forget when we just put a phone on contract how much smartphones actually cost. See, most of your monthly repayment is for the phone, not for the network. Anyway, I chose at the time not to upgrade, and I haven't done since because I rarely use my display as a computer. Obviously, when I'm driving, I use it for sat-nav, and my charging sessions, well, they only average around 15 to 20 minutes. I don't sit there for hours on end using it. Many of those, if I'm spending any time, will be spent in McDonald's or Starbucks. If I want the internet, I found I can sit in Starbucks with my iPad and iPhone much quicker, being 5G. So my first thought was, whoa, I've got a hefty bill heading my way. Now, the procedure is amazingly simple with Tesla. You go on the app, it usually already knows why you're there, as it's constantly monitoring faults and error messages. Select the 3G discontinuation, and it asks you to book in for a service appointment. No quotes, no dates, just book it in, please. Now, within a couple of days, I got a reply saying, yeah, they've analysed the car over the air, they found the issue, they've ordered the parts, and those have already arrived in, and there's a quote waiting in my inbox. Well, I opened that, and the estimate was there. One LTE Europe package upgrade, and the price, £157.99, all in, VAT fitted the lot. Well, I've immediately accepted the estimate and was offered a variety of dates to have the work completed. It is booked in, and it will be done as soon as I get back from my holiday. I will keep you informed. But what struck me was the simplicity compared to other stories and experiences I hear from both ICE and EV drivers. First, Tesla's fully aware of the issue. They've already released a package to remedy the situation. From the speed of the response, the kit is already in the country or in the dealers. I used to work in a dealer as a sales manager, and so many times cars were off the road awaiting parts which had to come direct from the manufacturer, never held in stock. Mine's an 8-year-old car, and this was in stock. Well, then there's the process itself. It took less than 5 minutes. I was sat in my armchair. The result is my car will, once again, be fully operational, admittedly only at 4G or equivalent, but that is what many people are on with their phones and tablets. You see, even 5G phones do not always communicate at 5G speed. I regularly see little icons for 3G, 4G, and something slower than that. Fast or slow, I can't remember what it is. Anyway, so my car will no longer be obsolete. My wife and I can get back to our pub quizzes on our future road trips. Well, to tell the truth, we never stopped. Of course, my car is Wi-Fi equipped and Bluetooth enabled, and my phone connects to the car as I enter. Over the last few days, I've just started using a Wi-Fi hotspot on the phone. I use Spotify on my iPhone, and I can play that back through the car speakers. But it's all a bit of a faff. And I also hear that using a mobile hotspot, which connects automatically when I do enter, does not offer every single feature. And you think, well, obviously it doesn't, because if it did, everybody would use the Wi-Fi hotspot and nobody would pay for the connectivity package. It has additional features. Plus, just the sheer convenience. I'd much rather get the car to do the lot and sit back and enjoy my driving. Well, more likely, enjoy letting the car do my driving for me. I'm Dave.